Okay, looking here that looks like Facebook has already got me on live. Yep, we're 11 seconds into it. Nobody's here yet, but like to say good morning to everybody. Let me raise my camera up just a little bit. Oh, excuse me. There we go. See if that's a little bit better. Sorry about that. Thought I had it good, but apparently it was just maybe a little bit off. No, still looking up. Too high. There we go. Okay. Sorry about that. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We've got 8 people on here, and like to welcome you to the. Yesterday was the first day of fall, official day of fall, and I know for our folks up north that means a change in weather. Not too much change for us down here in Florida. About the only thing it does cool off a few degrees till we get to winter time, and got some people saying good morning, and glad you're here. Um, Another thing I wanted to mention yesterday was spaghetti lunch down at the clubhouse. That was great spaghetti. Appreciate everybody that takes the time to volunteer and work and donate towards that. They're on the social committee, so thank you very much, and especially to Pat Shin, as her both her and I are gluten intolerant, have a little bit different symptoms from being gluten intolerant, and she made gluten. I don't know, Kim. I get a comment that says, "Why do I have a flag?" I have no idea, and I don't even know what the flag would be. Got me. Don't know. Nothing that I have done. So I don't know what that means, and have to explain to me what it has by a flag. Not certain. Never heard that term on here before. Uh, Okay, yeah, the spaghetti was a great dinner, and Pat Shin made some gluten-free spaghetti and some gluten-free, um, kind of like a brownie cookie thing. It was great. It was a really good time, really good meal. Appreciate that, all the folks that do that. And another big information, uh, Chris, we are hard at work finishing up what we need to get the pool open. The pool open, he says it will be open at 4 o'clock today. They're cleaning up, and I wish I could go into more details on this, but this is a public forum, and it's not. We don't have just renters on. Excuse me, owners on here. This is Facebook puts it out to anybody who wants to watch it or can come in, and therefore, because of the situation that we had with the contractor, not at liberty on this forum to be able to give maybe some answers that people will really like. And along that line, I did hear on another of a Facebook page, somebody was disseminating some information that really shouldn't have. Um, it just says Facebook user. Okay, call me if you want information. Call me. Come to the office. Text me. Email me. The problem is that I'm put the open public forums and that. But anyway, on our website, the people that you can access, we have a secure area. And you notice I put something in the highlight here. And we put information on there. And why it's in a secure area is because it's just for the owners only. And I'll highlight this on this. It's called a non-disclosure agreement on this form. And it says prohibited uses and conduct. That in order to be on our secure area and see that, it says the following uses and conduct are prohibited: distribution and sharing of password, access, or login. So don't share that. But dissemination or distribution of any of the documents or information contained in the website, except as needed for your personal use as a member of the association. So some items that are on there are restricted to owners only, and therefore, please don't be posting specifics to social media that anybody can get in on, especially how it might affect us. Um, I can say that we did not give the final payment yet. There is a on the pool, and so there is going to be some work there. And I'll leave it at that. That's all I want to say here on open social media, and go with that. Those people. Here's another thing that we haven't come across. Um, yeah, let me see if I missed any questions before I go on. And once again, I'll repeat it, and maybe because Facebook is, I have my own personal account, and there's this Facebook page that is the Ancient Oaks official Facebook page. I am a moderator, excuse me, I don't know what they call it, moderator, editor of it. And um, Dennis Bailey and Jackie Bailey are also on the moderators of the Facebook page. It used to be pretty easy before they went to this meta, they changed the thing, and the business is kind of separated. And the comments here, if I see it live, which I try to see, and I may not see it, I'll try to answer as best I can on here. But the comments section is not a good form for, because once again, it's anybody can see it. And if there's a proprietary or whatever you say that we shouldn't, put out to the world, just our own people, um, maybe it's not a good area. And then I don't get notified sometimes that day or after, and sometimes I don't know how long. Somebody told me they posted something on here, question. I didn't see it that I know of, uh, and I didn't get answered. And then posting later comments. Once I close this live down, it's I don't know what Facebook how they exactly get comments on here. Sometimes they notify me, and I guess if I'm really busy in here, I don't pay attention to notifications because I close Facebook down, so I don't get distracted while I should be working and getting stuff done. And uh, it's unfortunate that that happens. So, like I've said, we got my email, you got the office phone number, you can call, make an appointment. A lot of times, if you need to, you can stop in. A lot of times, I am free to be able to. I might have to wait a couple of minutes for me to finish up something or whatever. But it's really hard to do it in the comment section on a Facebook post, and then especially on other Facebook pages where I am not part of the editor moderating crew. Uh, whatever moderate on that on their they created their own pages. I don't get notified. And once again, and even if somebody does mention tags me, I may or may not see it because if you don't catch it notification, sometimes it rolls off. And as you can expect, I do get a fair amount of notifications from all the stuff that we do. Let's see. Yes, some I don't know the Facebook user. I think you have to tell StreamYard it's okay to use your name because I don't know who the Facebook user is. And yes, we had to. I had to make a decision that if we wanted to get the pool open, we're going to have to take take part of it into our own hands because that's what needed to be done. Chris, Adam, and Francisco did a great job, and in fact, Chris and Francisco started this morning on the cleanup, and uh, at 9 o'clock they had a fair amount of the cleanup done, and I assume that before long they'll be cleaning the chairs and putting them back in there. And the pool and the water is already set to go. We have new jets in the spa, but we'll see how you tell me how they feel. Uh, I was talking to Barb Christensen, who's been here just about since day one, and she was telling me the jets never work properly. They should work better now, but I have to admit they are not having the air injected like they should be, and I learned a lot by exposing the pipes, and we'll learn some more if we can't get somebody else to do it for us. That may be a project we take on next summer when there's less people here. So there we go. I saw. Okay, I see it in the member area. Let's see. I think Ernie Granberg, what is the secure web for us only? It's aoks.net. We have a form, and I'll show you the form again because I had that highlighted. This is what you have to fill out. This is according to the state regulations. You have to fill this. I can't grant access unless you do fill this out. And your name, block and lot, your address, has your a username, email address, password, and then it has to have your signature and dated. And we keep that in file. I have it in here in my office, and that's how uh, that is taken care of. I have many people. When I looked at it the other day, that have signed up for the that area and have never accessed it, but that's okay. Yeah, and as Victoria said, there's the forms. Somebody, and I can send it to you electronically if you're out of state, but you will have to get the hard copy to me where I actually have your signature on it. Okay, now if I did that, hopefully I answered that question. Recently, we've instituted when people buy into here that they meet with the uh, board members or meet with somebody, and we try to go through all the list of stuff. But there's a lot when people buy, and if they have something on their mind, and we go over a point, and it doesn't get, how do you say, it doesn't click. And we've had some people buy lots and want to rent them out for a period of time, and we're going to work on a ballot changing the bylaws back in 19, I think it was 1988, Fair Housing Act, and a bunch of our information that was in our bylaws and in the declaration was changed because of the Fair Housing Act, and they put all that wording in there, but they took a lot of wording that made it so that we could protect the park. And right now we can't. We have renters, people buy, don't totally understand the rules and go through the rules, and will rent out the property. Sometimes it's worked good, but a couple times it has not worked out, and it is very difficult to get a hold of it. And we had somebody recently buy a house and let somebody rent, and they wanted to do something. They did turn in a site mod, but we didn't know who this person was. They got still, and they weren't there when I went to check on it. And this is kind of along the same line on the site mod that I went to check, but there was no phone number other than the owner of the lot. So when I did call the owner of the lot saying I can't get a hold of you, he had no idea that the renter may not have told him what they wanted to do. They told somebody in the park. They were told they needed to fill out a site mod, and but they didn't wait for the site mod to be approved and went ahead and did it. And we don't want that happening. I have not stopped anybody from hardly anybody from doing anything. And we have changed a few things, and it's all for protection of the park and protection of your values of your property. So remember, if you buy and you're going to let somebody rent, they have to contact the office and fill out the form, and it really should be done ahead of time, not after they're here and moving in. And so I'll leave it at that. Unfortunately, this isn't going to get to everybody that needs to because the people buying in, maybe they'll see it, but just a reminder. Went through that first day of falls, but okay, renter site bonds, and that is it's been a busy week. There's not a lot that I won't say mundane stuff. It's stuff that uh, keep track work that I do and how the goings on. We did have trying not to bounce the desk. I did have to have central water and electric come in. We had to do some maintenance on our resin filters because we did have just a little bit of discoloration of the water the other day, and we wanted to find out what caused that. And we have tracked down at least what possibly did it, and put some new parts in, and have another new part ordered for the other resin filter to make sure it doesn't do the same thing. So we had that going on, and just as I said, if you come in or get a hold of me, where it's owners only, I can give you some more information. But the board has been on this pool deal. We all have felt very bad about the fact that uh, we were promised 6 to 8 days, and then now it was about almost 30 days that we were to close down, and that is unacceptable. But I don't want to go on any more from here because of the fact of, like I said, this is an open forum, and anybody can get on it and that. Okay, let me go through and make sure I checked all the questions. Good morning to Charlotte and Fred and Kim. And I don't know, like I said, Kim, on that flag deal, I have no idea what that is or what it's about or how in the world it got there. It's nothing that I did. Uh, okay, Sig, Barb, fall has arrived in Wisconsin. Yep, probably get some nice fall colors up there. And that one there, like I said, on the StreamYard, you have to tell Facebook it's okay to use your name. Upstate New York, Kathleen, or Kathy Schaff. Good morning, 41 degrees. Ooh, cold. I get chilled at 65 degrees now down here since we've been out here 20 some years, since 1988. I've gotten Floridaized. And Ernie, I think I answered the question on the uh, secure area. Like I said, the forms are in the office. That's Victoria, got on that. And Margaret, yes, we have very good workers and they're the best in that. I see Kathy has a flag also. Really? I have no idea. Uh, when I let me bring up the comment. I don't see anything here. Can't wait to return AO in November. I'm not certain. I have no idea on this flag deal. Never heard of it before. You guys can see it? Because in my comments, I don't see any flags, anything to indicate a flag. But once again, it's StreamYard putting your comments on the page here. So I don't know if I went to Facebook, if I'd see anything different. Okay. Um, I don't know if it means that you haven't liked the Ancient Oaks page. I don't know. I have no idea. Rick Meter, milestone follower. I know on a couple of pages I've been following recently on Facebook, page that I just recently might have, gotten know if they give me badges or something, but flags I've never seen. The flags are letting us know how much you watch. Okay, maybe it's a fan flag. I don't know. Thank you, Lisa, for that comment. Once again, like I said, I have no idea where they come from or what they are. I know I've quote earned badges for participating on sites. Good morning, Pat Taylor. And there we go. Excuse me, I'll take a drink. Beautiful day today. I guess I should mention up, there is a possible hurricane that may affect us. All the spaghetti model shows that it's going to head more towards the panhandle, but if depends on what kind of hurricane it is, how big, intensity of the winds. Please do. We got plenty of time ahead of time. Make sure you have your awnings down. Watch the weather. Watch the weather forecast, or excuse me, the hurricane channels, and we'll try to put notices on here if there's anything that's going to affect us. But my guess is that we will at least have some effects of some wind and some rain from the possible hurricane, and it would be, I think it would be late into next week because it appears to be moving fairly slow. It's down in towards South America at the moment, so and it may go to the Gulf. It all depends on the water temperature of the Gulf, wind shear, and all that of what happens there. So luckily, that is the first hurricane that we've had to watch out for this year. So there is that. Cheryl and Frank Riley, cool there in Kentucky. Very good. Diane Young, good morning to you. 32 degrees. Oh, yes, very cold. Uh, yeah, like I said, 60s for me now is got to get the jackets out and get warm. All right. I'll go through the comments again and just once again double check that I haven't missed anything. Like I said, Chris and Francisco are making sure, and I've been down there one time today. I was down there quite a bit yesterday. Uh, as this week, we had to make sure that we were open by this Friday. Uh, and the board was behind me on several things that we had to do. So they've been aware and all that. All right, very good. Janet Oaks just was 47 degrees in Pennsylvania. And forgive me if I don't recognize names. We have the 686 residents. Sometimes a lot of people I've gotten to know, lots and lots of people, but there's sometimes names in that I haven't gotten put into my memory yet. So, uh, happy Friday to you. Have a great weekend. And if you're here and get to enjoy the pool this weekend, the surface is much safer. Uh, so with all the tile gone and good shape as far as that goes. So live long and prosper, and like I said, have a great weekend. We'll see you the next time. Thank you.